Hey everyone, it's that time again where we talk about some of the most cool and exciting things that I've seen within the month. So let's get into it. Hey everyone, I hope you're well, playing and or making the games that you all love. You're joining me, your host, Max Perez. So thank you for joining me. It's an absolute pleasure to have you all here listening. As I said, it is that time where we talk about some things that I have found throughout this month of reading, watching, listening from amazing different developers and creators, and just breaking down some things that I think you all would love from here. So I just want to do this as we do for normal as well, though. This will be a slightly shorter episode, this being because I do have an announcement to make. For those who are on the Patreon, you will know about this already, but I want others to be aware of the upcoming changes. Now, that's just a tease, so let's get into the very first one I want to talk about with my recommendations. And the first one is Level Design Principles Familiarity. Now, this here is my previous lead and former friend, but from a former lead and co-worker, and that is by Mateusz. Now, Mateusz, I do apologize, mate, I can never say your last name, but it is Mateusz Pazikovic. I've definitely mispronounced that. But as I said, he used to be my former lead and is a friend of mine, and he runs the website called leveldesign.org, which some of you may be familiar with as well. Ages ago, he announced that he was going to do a podcast breaking down level design principles. And this guy has an absolute wealth of knowledge. Mateusz is very well educated and knows a lot. So I do want to give him a shout out here because it's finally come out, his first ever episode on designing principles familiarity. And he has got episode 0, Hello World, in which he announces what he's going to talk about. But this is the first one where he's actually having a topic. And it's really cool in talking about how do we use familiarity within our work, within our levels, to help make players feel comfortable and understand the spaces that they are in the spaces that we build for them. You know, using things like architecture to help build that. Now, he has written an article on Gamasutra, but the main video is on YouTube, so there'll be a link to both and to all of these down below in the description. And yeah, I really want to give a shout out here because Mateusz was kind enough to give this podcast a shout out on his website, and as I said, with him being a former lead, he has, I think, 10 years, if not 10 now, it's either give or take a year. Very experienced designer, worked on many different series and many different games, so he has a lot of knowledge that I believe will be great for people who want to know more and want to learn more in the level design world. So do go check out his work, as said in the description down below. Now we're going to go on to the second one, and this one here isn't actually a resource so much in terms of something where you can listen, watch for educational purposes. It's actually something that you can all use for your practical purposes as well. Now, this one I did share with the gurus on the Patreon, but I want for all of you guys and girls to have it right now because I think it's important to have. And this one is called Blockout. A lot of people do use Unity to create their games, and with the great, tool that came out, I think late last year, early this year, Pro Builder, that's helped people with blocking out in many cool and unique ways. But one that I want to give a shout out to is actually created by a friend of mine, Bruce Slater, and his company called Radical Forge. And this, as I said, is called Blockout, and it's free on the Unity Asset Store, which is a kit piece bash for you to all use to create your levels, which to me is fantastic because it's kit pieces like this that we use in Ubisoft as well as CD. All of these kit pieces help us create levels. So this way you can use it, you can have proper grasp of the metrics, as I don't think that's taught really well enough at all in terms of in schools, universities. It's always kind of, I think, something that's neglected when teaching about level design. So here you can finally have kits that you can use to make floors, walls, stairs, all of these cool shapes to make your levels, and that way you don't have to worry about metrics. You can test with these metrics what's going to work better, 3 meters, 6 meters, 4 meters, all of that you can use there to help with your levels. So I do really strongly recommend all of you people checking this one out. And as I say, it's free. It's free for you to download, free for you to use right now. So do go check it out. Now, I do believe it says it hasn't been supported for that plus 2017. However, I have used it myself in 2018 version, and to me it works fine. So you can grab the latest Unity or whichever Unity you're using from, I think, 2016 to whichever version now, or 2017. Double check on the information. There will be a link to that down below, but you can check this out, and I couldn't recommend this anymore. It's like we talk about for those using Unreal to use Supergrid, because that has great pieces for you to use as well to help you metrically. So it's these things here which are great, and a great tool that just helps you quickly put and mash things together right off the bat. So I really do recommend picking this one up.
If you love game and level design as much as we do, then why not consider supporting Level Design Lobby on Patreon? Patreon is a crowdfunding platform that allows people to directly fund the content and creators that they love. From as little as $1 per month, you can help support us in our mission to unite and teach people across the world about the wonderful and unique field of game and level design, and get some great reward perks in return, such as access to the Level Design Lobby community Discord, bi-monthly webinars, level design weekends, and much more. So head on over to patreon.com/Level Design Lobby for more information and to pledge your support today. Finally, we'd just like to say a massive thank you to all our current backers. It's thanks to the generous support of people like you that we are able to grow and can continue to bring you awesome, new and exciting content. So thank you. And now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Now we're going on to the third one. I'm skipping. I'm trying to just go through as quick as possible. No, jokes aside, this is by someone who I really do like, and someone who constantly gives great stuff, and many of you will know them from the world of level design. And this is one of the books that they have produced, and it's a small snippet on YouTube called Preproduction Blueprint. And this one gives you tips on how to actually start making your levels before you even jump into that of the level editor itself, which I think is extremely important. A few of us have been talking about this up on the Discord about pre-production. Work on this personally myself, as this is such a crucial element. And any of you who've been involved with the level design weekend, you know also how I will make sure that you do your research and your design document and judge you on that, as well as your level itself, because this is super important. And it's something that you must get right, because you doing your work before your blackout, honestly, is going to help you and make your level even better than it was if you'd skip this stage. And this is a vital and crucial stage. Now, as I said, this is just a 10-minute video, but it's taken from the book itself. A few people I know have got the book and they really like it. I have actually just ordered it, and in 20 days from recording this episode, it should be with me then. So I'm looking forward to getting this and reading it, because I'm super excited to see this. It looks like it's a lot of pages to read, but no, I think this is great. It's something that I cannot stress enough. So please do go check it out. World of Level Design, a great resource as always for, this amazing stuff that we have called level design. Now this one is going to actually be the final recommendation I have, solely because of the fact that, as I said, I've got an announcement to make at the end of this video, so I'd rather just focus on this and then give the announcement that treatment. So the fourth and final one is actually the CGMA, that is the CG Master Academy, and that is the course by Amelia Schatz. And she is one of the co-leads level designers at Naughty Dog, and that is her course that she's done on level design. Now, this here is a 10-week course, and you can pay to take part of it. I don't think it happens every part of the year. Obviously, once it starts, you have to wait till the 10 weeks are up, and then it'll start again. But it is a really cool course. I know a lot of people who listen to this podcast who have actually taken part in it, and they do recommend this course. And I myself am actually taking it right now as we speak. So I do recommend checking out this course, because I think it's a great way to learn from clearly someone who is very, very skilled and has got a lot of knowledge that they are wanting to share with anyone who's interested in this subject. So I do recommend checking out this course. As for availability, like I said, it's going on now, so I don't know when the next time it will pop up, but do keep your eyes open for it, because I think it is a great tool for people to use here. Now, this is the announcement that I'd like to make. Due to the fact that I am, working, and also the fact that I'm doing this course as well, I don't have as much time, sadly, to do the podcast as I would like. So what I'm going to do, and again, a huge shout out to Alex Partridge, who is the producer of the show. If it wasn't for him, I don't think this would be going as long as we've kept it running, because I've had a lot of stuff happen to my schedule, as many of you know, such as traveling a lot earlier this year, then family issues, which are still ongoing as well. And he's been a great help in making sure that these episodes have come out as good as they are, and as many as they can. Sorry for the squeaky chair. But because of this, we're going to reduce the number of episodes that we do for the next couple of months. Coming hopefully July, August time, things will be back to normal with each episode a week. But right now, I think we're just going to reduce it to 2 episodes a month right now. I am sorry for this, guys and girls. This is just something due to schedule, and honestly, it's been hard to juggle everything. So this is what we're going to do. I do hope that you all understand, and as I said, this won't be forever. We'll be back to our normal scheduling after this. So I just want to say thank you, though, for everyone, for your kind words who, when I announced it on the Patreon, who've been very kind to me. So I thank you all for that, and I hope, as I say, you're all understanding, because it is important, for everyone to have balance, and I have definitely not got that right now, and I'm trying to figure stuff out. So yeah, that's the big announcement. So thank you all very much, though, and if you do want to email in or reach out to me, you can do so on Twitter @MaxPairs, or email in to the leveldesignlobby@gmail.com. If you want to support and make sure that the podcast still keeps improving and allows us to get better and better, then please do so support the Patreon, which is patreon.com/Level Design Lobby. And yeah, thank you all very much, and I will catch you all next time.